Top of the evening, top of the evening, people, top of the evening, my people, top of the evening, my people, top of the evening, my people. Yeah, man, we here, man, that great, man, man, TV, man, podcast, man, you feel me? Everything I say is allegedly, you feel me? Everything is for entertainment, educational purposes only, you feel me? Like, share, subscribe, you feel me? It's a new channel, getting it off the ground, trying to get it off the ground. You feel me? I can't do it without y'all help. You feel me? I appreciate it. You feel me? If y'all help me, man, you feel me? Get there, man. You feel me? So we put pain where it ain't and where they can't, man. You feel me? Over here, make it. We'll keep it raw and uncut over here, man. You feel me? We ain't cutting no chase, man. You feel me? Raw and uncut, man. Mac TV, man. You feel me? And that's what it is. You feel me? That's how we doing it. You feel me? And it's real talk, man. You feel me? Hope everybody had a beautiful day, you feel me? Because I'm in California, you feel me? I don't know what time it is where y'all at, you feel me? I'm up late night, you feel me? It's 2:50 out here, baby, you feel me? Like I said, man, like, subscribe, man, you feel me? You feel generous, man, you can donate to the channel, man, you feel me? Cash App is in the chat, man, you feel me? And y'all see what we talking about, you feel me? Y'all see the headline, man, you feel me? We'll talk about Diddy, man. Diddy been arrested, man. He finally been arrested, man. And we'll get to it. We're going to start, you feel me? I'm going to do this, though. I'm going to do it like this, though. Just want to sit down and holler at you, to me, it's all about food. Start like this, though. Getting this money, take care of my family. Put you through a lot, mama. So ain't gotta worry no more, baby. Wipe your face, bro. You ain't gotta cry no more, mama. You got something to smile for, baby. You black. You feel me? Yeah, they got money for yours, but can't feed the poor. You know, but it's alright, mama. Police ain't no good. Fuck the police. War, mama, I tell you about war. We warring every day. I gotta walk with my head to the corner store every day, mama. To get my baby some milk. You know, it's Iraq where we at. Fuck that war. She was only 13, pushing the stroller. Project living homies, running from the roads. But get money, we didn't have shit. Mama tried, daddy left again. Got mama getting high. Think I ain't knowing, got me on the corner selling rocks. I do it for the set, man. I'm trying to burn the block. She ain't knowing I'm 16, but got opinions. Mama, I'm riding with a Mac and 3 of my friends. We got the sack, I know I'm young, but I'm playing daddy. I'm coming up, I got these other niggas mad at me. I'm running up, mask down, mama cocking my Ruger. See what that single parent shit do to you? Real talk, what I'm alive for, mama, we starving. Was I supposed to leave it up to Big Marvin? Hell nah. The one I'ma tell y'all, shit, I'ma kill a motherfucker. I ain't going back to jail, y'all. I'm in the game, but I'm running off. Feel me, mama, swing balls, keep spinning on. Feel me, mama, get project living on. Feel me, mama, you got to feel me. In a car crash. Okay, y'all, man, we finna jump into it, man. I just had to, you feel me? Give y'all a dose of that, man. You feel me? But we gonna, you feel me? Shout out to Lord Crime Network. You feel me? Shout out to them. You feel me? Let's hear what they got to say about this weirdo. You feel me? That's what we gonna do. We gonna see what they got to say about this weirdo. We gonna hear a few, feel me, other people thing. We'll give me a shout out, you feel me? You feel me, to stuff, you feel me, we might be hearing, you feel me, you feel me? Because they don't want to get monetized, you feel me, or somebody, you feel me, strike my channel or something, you feel me? So, you understand? So, we gonna get to it.
Breaking news. Sean P. Diddy Combs has been arrested and indicted on federal charges. The disgraced music icon has faced startling allegations for months of rape, sexual assault, physical abuse, gun trafficking, and drug trafficking. On Monday evening, he was indicted by a grand jury in New York. He was taken into custody in Manhattan, where he's been for the last week in anticipation of these charges. Now, the charges haven't been made public just yet. In fact, the indictment was sealed But according to the New York Times, a person familiar with the prosecution says they believe Diddy faces charges of racketeering and sex trafficking. Diddy's legal team said they were disappointed with the decision to
Hold on, Chad. Hold on, Chad. I'm gonna stop it for a second though. You feel me? I don't condone taking black men down, black people down. You feel me? Shout out to all the people in the industry. You feel me? Just making it. You feel me? Take care of their family. You feel me? Doing what's right. You feel me? Staying out the way. You feel me? Because it's one thing. There's a lot of us that's not able, and you feel me, and wasn't able. You feel me to had that choice. You feel me? That opportunity. You feel me to get about this hood. You feel me? Get about the ghetto. Get about the trenches. You feel me? And to make, you feel me, our lives better and our people lives better. You feel me? So when you get to a point, to a status where P. Diddy was, where it is, there's no room for fuck ups. There's no room for hiccups. There's no room for no BS, period. You feel me? You want to keep your name clean, clear, out the way. You feel me? Give me the money. Yeah, shit. You ain't gonna hear about me. You gonna hear me dropping albums, and my artists are dropping albums. You feel me? Me throwing good parties, having a good time. You feel me? Not none of this old freaky deaky shit that's going on. You feel me? Not none of this old freaky deaky shit. You feel me? So, to me, you ask me, Diddy should have been when it turned himself in, because then everybody that had allegations against him allegedly, you feel me, they would have felt good because they would have felt, okay, he's in custody, he's in jail, he can't harm anyone, he can't do these things to anyone again because he's incarcerated now. You feel me? He's incarcerated. So then when you get like that, it ain't nothing else you can do. You feel me? Because he already been taken care of. But we finna jump back up into this bed and get there, right?
Has been cooperative with law enforcement. A statement from his legal team reads, quote, Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children, and working to uplift the Black community. He is an imperfect person, but is not criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reserve your judgment.
They don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. He voluntarily moved out there, nigga.
Man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. All this comes about 6 months after 2 of Diddy's homes were raided by federal investigators back in March. Then we couldn't confirm Diddy was the target of the Homeland Security raids or what information the feds collected. Most of what we know came from the 5 civil suits with a series of shocking allegations ranging from the 90s until now. Multiple people alleged Diddy raped them, drugged them, and recorded all of that. We can't confirm it just yet, but it was likely those civil lawsuits that led up to the federal investigation and later Diddy's arrest. This is breaking news that is constantly developing, so stay with Law and Crime for all the latest updates. For now, let's take a look back at the allegations leading up to Diddy's arrest. For the past 3 decades, we've come to know Sean Combs as multiple different names. P. Diddy, Puffy, Puff Daddy, Puff. The 54-year-old is a rapper, entrepreneur, and label exec. Things changed for him on March 25th when Homeland Security...
Then first and foremost, man, you too old. Damn, we'll get to it.
Of his homes, one in California and the other in Florida. There's no word yet whether Diddy himself was the target of those raids, and he has not been charged criminally. That being said, some allegations of his criminal past became a major topic of conversation when news of the raids broke.
That's what was so stunning when Cassie Ventura filed her lawsuit earlier this year. It kind of broke the dam, and it was just the floodgates opened, and all of these other allegations started to come to the surface.
That's Melba Pearson, a former prosecutor who's followed the Diddy case meticulously since it broke. Her interest actually dates back farther than just last month, when Diddy's Bad Boy for Life mantra was just a song. And we know about the allegations now that have happened in the past couple months via these civil suits. But if we go back, I know that you have kind of followed Diddy for a while and you're pretty knowledgeable about that era.
Now, Chad, listen to this lady. Listen to this lady.
Civil lawsuits being filed. Was there talk of wrongdoing on Diddy's behalf?
There really wasn't. To compare him to R. Kelly, for instance, there were rumors swirling around R. Kelly from the beginning, and that started off with his marriage to a very underage Aaliyah.
Okay. Now, Chad, I listened to this a few times. You feel me? This Law and Crime network. Shout out to them. Shout out to Law and Crime Network. And what she just said, compare Diddy to R. Kelly. Okay, the R. Kelly, he was wrong for marrying Aaliyah, allegedly, whatever, But you can't compare him to Diddy. You can't compare Diddy to him for the simple fact of it is because he only had that with Aaliyah's situation. You feel me? You catch my drift. You feel me? You catch my drift. He had that with Aaliyah. That one thing with a minor. All the rest of his situations was grown women, not men. So you feel me? Y'all follow me? Not men, but grown women. Besides the Aaliyah situation. You feel me? I don't know.
And that's when folks were like, okay, something doesn't seem right here. But kind of put it to the side, just kind of put a pin in it for a few decades until all the bombshell allegations and ended up being proved in a court of law came forth. I feel like with Diddy, we didn't hear that much. We knew that he partied hard. We knew that he was
always too motherfucking hard. You gotta tell him no.
Events and all of that. But
shout out to Cat Williams. You heard Cat Williams. You gotta tell him no.
Surrounding any wrongdoing or anything having to do with him. This is an artist who really came to prominence in the 90s. We remember all of the videos. He was very close with Biggie Smalls, who also tragically lost his life back in the late 1990s, early 2000s. And so he was somebody who had this whole orbit around him, and so many different artists like Maze and all these different folks that sprung out from this record label and orbit that they were in. So he had a huge impact on what R&B and hip hop looked like in the 90s and the 2000s, and continue to be influential today in terms of other artists that have gained prominence and gained fame, as well as him as a producer having this really huge presence in the industry. So absolutely, this is a bombshell, and this is something where the impact is going to be reverberating around the globe for a variety of reasons.
But during this era, Diddy did have some trouble with the law. Back in 1999, he was arrested and charged in
Hi, excuse me, miss, hello. What if I told you I could get you some money right now?
It's a lie. It's a lie. Excuse these commercials, y'all. Excuse commercials, y'all. I don't know why the hell they got commercials.
J-Lo's charges were dropped, but it was Shine who faced the most serious charges. 3 counts of attempted murder and criminal possession of a weapon. Ultimately, both Diddy and Shine went to trial. Diddy was acquitted, but Shine was convicted and sentenced to 10 years in prison. He was released in 2009 and deported back to his home country.
Yeah, we heard her.
Tonight, Sean Diddy
Listen to this.
Has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening.
Well, yeah, it no chill though.
Music mogul. His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed. The charges are unclear as of this moment. Joining us now is CNN's entertainment reporter.
Shout out to CNN News.
And also with us, CNN chief legal
correspondent. Shout out to CNN News, right?
Elizabeth, you were a big part of revealing some details about
Shed it live, baby. Shed it live, baby. Shed it live, baby.
Over the course of the last couple of months. That video led to a lot more scrutiny on what he has been accused of. What do we know at this point about what this case might ultimately be about?
Abby, at the moment, we don't know what the charges are. I have information that he was arrested tonight at a Manhattan hotel. He is currently being processed. I heard from his attorney, they are still maintaining his innocence. They said that in anticipation of these charges that Diddy relocated to New York last week. And here's a statement that I have from his attorney. He says, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office." He goes on to say that he is an imperfect person, but is not criminal. Now, Abby, that video that you just spoke about was a few months ago when our team broke this disturbing video of Diddy violently assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, better known as the singer, her stage name, Cassie. Now, up until this point, when we broke this video, Diddy had denied the allegations against him. Cassie is one of 10 civil suits against Diddy, 9 of which he is accused directly of sexually assault. Up until that video, he denied everything. After that video came out, he changed his tone. He apologized for his conduct in that video. But I have to tell you, Abby, just as of last week, a former member of Danity Kane, which was one of the bands from Making the Band, Diddy's show that was on MTV, she sued him for sexual assault and other disturbing allegations, and he denied that. So he continues the denials, and he still maintains his innocence, even though he has been arrested tonight.
And Ali, not a huge amount of information available tonight, but Elizabeth brought up something that I want you to give us a little bit of insight into. Diddy is here in New York, in Manhattan. He apparently came here. What should we understand about what that might mean? It could very well be that this is a federal arrest being processed here in New York.
So, Abby, there are some important things we do not know, including the specific charges that have been lodged against Sean Combs. But there are some really important things we do know. First of all, based on the attorney's statement, based on our reporting, this is a federal prosecution. It's not a state prosecution. The fact that he's being processed in Manhattan tells me that's
federal prosecution, not no
that's
state.
Consistent with the reporting that the Southern District of New York had been handling this case. That's the office I used to work at. That's an office that sort of specializes in high stakes cases. Just in the last year or so, Southern District of New York, just as an example, has successfully prosecuted Sam Bankman-Fried, Senator Robert Menendez. The other thing that we do know is a grand jury has indicted Sean Combs, meaning they found probable cause that he committed at least one federal crime. Now, as to what happens next, there will be, likely tomorrow or within the next couple of days, but usually in the SDNY, you try to do it the next day, there will be an arraignment, meaning Sean Combs will appear in court with his lawyers. There are no cameras in federal court. He will be advised of the charges against him, and he will almost certainly enter a not guilty plea. But the key thing to watch for is then we'll have the question of bail. Will prosecutors agree to let him out on bail? Will prosecutors ask the judge to lock him up pending trial? That could end up in a contentious argument. So these are things that are going to play out over the next 24 or 48 hours. And finally, Abby, with respect to the charges themselves, it's important to note, we've all seen that video, but assault and sexual assault are not federal crimes. Those are prosecuted in state court. So what I expect to see when we see this indictment is some sort of crime with some element of organization to it, sex trafficking, something along those lines, if it's based on some of the allegations we've heard.
Now, y'all hear that? Now, y'all hear that, chat? Y'all hear that, chat? It is federal. It's not state. It's federal, not state. You feel me? It's federal, not state, y'all. You feel me? Now, like I said, man, if he would have sat back and fought that case with Cassie, the allegations against Cassie, he would have been cool. If he would have put up a fight, he would have been good. He didn't put up no type of fight at all. He just, take that. Like, you didn't put up no fight or nothing. It was just like, oh, yep, I'm guilty. I did that. That's what it is. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's what it, man, come on. And then every day, you wake up, there's new allegations towards you. There's new allegations towards you. Every day you wake up. Every day you wake up, there's new allegations against you. So how can you sit up here and deny that you didn't do these things to these people? Because you ain't denying it. You ain't saying you ain't do it. And then every day it's new stuff coming out. You got men and women. And they saying allegedly now, y'all. We don't say allegedly because we don't know. We can't, you feel we ain't judges, we ain't the DA, you feel we ain't the prosecutors, we ain't the jury. You feel me? So we can't judge this man. But from what bodyguards and security guards and all this mess said is that these things are true. And we gonna say that we gonna get this all the way straight, all the way clear, check. We on the outside looking in at this man. You feel me? We ain't been to none of these parties. I don't know about y'all in the chat, you feel me, or whatever, you feel me. I don't know if y'all been there. I ain't never been to damn one of these parties, so I can't say what that man did, what he doing, what he having. You feel me? I don't know. I'm not the judge. But you feel me? It's between him, God, the judge, the jury, the district attorney, and the victims. You feel me? The victims. That's what we got to think about here, y'all. We got to think about the victims. Because it could have been one of our family members that you got roofied. They got slipped to Mickey. You feel me? To get you slippery and all that. Like come on. And whereas the harsh part is, you didn't even give these people a chance to say no. You feel me? You didn't even give these people a chance to say yes, no, or none of that. You feel me? You just like, take that. And that's not cool. It's against the law to do things like that. You feel me? And that's creepy and that's freaky. You feel me? People waking up talking about that they backside hurt men. I'm hearing men say this. You feel me? So they finally got your ass now, boy. That's the only thing I'm about to say, that they finally got your ass now, boy. They got your ass, boy. Now you can be able to do all the shit that you want to. The shit that you was doing, you feel me? While you just free. You feel me? You gonna be able to do that. All that shit. You feel me? I don't know about the roofie shit, you feel me? But and it's fucked up because, boy, everybody been paying attention to this. This is national, worldwide news. People way across seas and people over there Dubai. Everybody seeing this shit. Freaky Diddy, yeah, they just took Freaky Diddy down. You feel me? They just took Freaky Diddy down. You feel me? Now Diddy gotta Ricky Diddy gotta figure it out. What he about to do? They said in Baltimore, what he about to do? Cause man, it's ugly, boy. You got all these charges. Then you just get, hold on, Jack, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, shout out to Lord Cry, yeah. He did way up.
Need Cardello Smith a temporary restraining order. Do you wish to argue the motion today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sean Diddy Combs is fighting back against the man who just won a $100 million judgment against him.
$100 million?
We're going to break down the latest legal filings from the controversial music.
Come on, Jack.
Will he have to pay?
Come
we'll
on,
talk
Jack.
about it. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime.
Come on, Jack.
I'm Jesse Weber.
Come on, Jack.
All right, we have this follow-up to a Sean Diddy Combs story that we at the time really didn't know what to make of it. It kind of came out of left field, but it turns out there is a lot happening here. So this concerns Derek Lee Cardello Smith. He is an inmate at Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility out in Michigan. He's currently serving up to a 75-year prison sentence for criminal sexual conduct and kidnapping charges. But we aren't really talking about his criminal history so much as we are.
That man got $100 million though, sit up in jail though. Doing 75 piece.
Sean Diddy Combs while he's in prison.
That man doing a 75 piece, man, with $100 million.
Determined he won through a default judgment. And now Sean Diddy Combs is fighting back. There is a lot to get.
Nigga, too late.
So, Cardello Smith claims that Combs drugged and sexually assaulted him at a party in Detroit back in 1997. Cardello Smith's complaint against Combs states, quote, "I then went to get another drink and Sean asked me if I needed something else. I said no, and he said, here, drink this one. And I thought it was another glass of Jim Beam, so I took it because I had sat one down in the other room, and then I drank some more.
This shit terrible,
I stayed
man.
sitting there and began getting drowsy and started to pass out.
Too much
and then
money.
Sean Combs said to me,
too much money,
man. For you. I will get that from you anyway, one way or another. I then passed out.
Hold on.
Cardello Smith
when
he woke up, Combs hit him. Now, Combs didn't use those words. It's more graphic, but essentially to Jim Beam, so I took it because I
listen
sat
to this shit,
down
Jack.
in the other room, and then I drank some more, and I stayed sitting there and began getting drowsy and started to pass out. And then Sean Combs said to me, I added a little something to it for you. I will get that from you anyway, one way or another. I then passed out. And then Cardello Smith claims that when he woke up, Combs allegedly told him that he had assaulted him. Now, Combs didn't use those words. It's more graphic, but essentially, he said that he assaulted him while he was unconscious. Cardello Smith claims that he left, never went back. He allegedly filed a police report, but he couldn't talk about what happened to him. He says that it was therapy in prison that helped him realize he was a victim of rape. And then he alleges that after he files this $100 million lawsuit against Combs, he says recently Combs and or his associates came to the Michigan prison in person to see him and to offer him $2.3 million to dismiss the lawsuit. He claimed Combs said, you know how we get down, to which Cardello Smith allegedly responded, well, I disagree with how you get down. As we sort through all these legal filings surrounding Sean Combs, can I just take a second to tell you guys?
I need a second. I need a motherfucking second too. I need a second too. Yeah, you take it again. You take your second. Yeah. Take your second. First and motherfucking foremost, you go get that man a shot of drink that you know damn well you did roofie. And after the man drank the shit, you gonna tell that man you put something up in his drink? You put something up in that man's drink. You gonna tell that man that you put something in his drink, a little something up in his drink. You go get that from him anyway, one way or another. Like what you thought that grown ass man, that grown ass. But you had the man so alleviated and so out of his mind, allegedly. But we ain't even finna fucking say allegedly no motherfucking more. Fuck that. We ain't even finna sugarcoat over here. We ain't finna do that shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. But I don't want to get monetized or get my channel strike. Shout out to Law and Crime. You feel me? You feel me? Network. You feel me? But did you hear what they said this man did? And then the man wake up. And you tell that man you didn't. Did what? To him? Come on, man. And then we finna get you feel me? And then you go up there to the man, prison man doing 75 years. This man stressed out. And you trying to bribe this man with $2.3 million? And go tell that man you know how we get down. How the fuck you get down? I don't know how the fuck you get down, but I don't get down like that. The fuck's wrong with you? You out your rabbit and your damn motherfucking mind. You hear me, chat? Like, come on, man. You is really around taking people manhood and shit like that. Like, come on. That's violation. And I'm surprised, man. Man, you two, please forgive me for saying this. You feel me? Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I don't want to get monetized, you feel me? Or you feel me? I don't want y'all to delete my channel or nothing. But y'all paid attention to this P. Diddy, Sean Diddy, Kong, Brother Love, Freak Off Diddy, whatever you want, you feel me? You want to call it, you feel me? Y'all pay attention to this stuff too. You feel me? That is taking a person, that is violating a person to the third degree. To the third degree. And you still living. And you won't, because I don't give a fuck what you say. You ain't went and got no, excuse my French, excuse my language. YouTube, excuse my language. You ain't go get no help that fast. You didn't go get no help that fast. It ain't that much help in this world that fast. But you have money. You feel me? You're a person with money. So you have all these people. You have access to all these people that can write you these, you feel me? They can write you these letters and all this stuff, and you feel me? And help you out. Would make it look good to the people because of your situation at hand. You feel me? So for you to get on live, on social media, whatever platform, whatever you got on, to make that statement, you knew you was lying before you told the lie. You knew you was lying before you even told the lie. That was all bullshit. And you want the people to feel sorry for you. No, buddy, that ain't gonna happen. Not in this lifetime.
You know how we get down, to which Cardello Smith allegedly responded, well, I disagree with how you get down. As we sort through all these legal filings surrounding Sean Combs, can I just take a second to tell you guys about something positive for once, something that I think you're going to really, really love. Would you want cash back when you buy gas and groceries? That's where our amazing partner comes in, our sponsor of Sidebar, Upside. They can help. So this is a free app that is truly so easy to use. Upside gets you can transfer straight into your bank. Had granted Cardello Smith's petition for Upside. They can help. So this is a free app.
Hold on.
Easy to use. Upside gets you real cash back. Last left this off, and this was an interesting turn, is that a Michigan judge had granted Cardello Smith's petition for a temporary restraining order
and put a restraining order on it
from selling any real property for a period of 90 days. This was after Combs had listed his LA house for sale.
He couldn't sell it
during a hearing in August.
That's why he couldn't sell it. That's why he couldn't sell that house.
And this was a big win for Cardello Smith, who was representing himself, especially for a guy with a history of being very litigious, filed numerous criminal appeals and civil complaints. I mean, honestly.
And they posted this 11 hours ago. Shout out to Law Crimes Network.
Resources of a law firm and no proper legal education. It was pretty good. And I mean, it worked. He got the judge to grant the TRO, but it didn't end there. No, because he also asked the court at the time to enter a default judgment against Combs because he claims Combs didn't file an answer to the summons and complaint that he had served upon him. So the judge let him know about next steps, and we looked at the court papers, and included is a signed, sworn declaration from Cardello Smith that he did serve Combs with this summons and complaint. That'll be important in a minute. Now, a little background here. A default judgment is when the court says, look, you automatically lose this case because you failed to take some sort of action. Now, at the time of the hearing back in August, here's a little bit of the back and forth between the judge and Cardello Smith.
So you're going to have to file the affidavit and request for default, okay?
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
And obviously you'll be able to file that before our pretrial date anyway, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, so
Right,
the order was granted?
The order, your ex parte motion was granted, or your motion for a temporary restraining order was granted. I've signed it. And so we'll get that processed and back to you, and then you'll have to obviously serve that on the parties.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Can you Your Honor, can you add on your order any Michigan representatives of him acting on his behalf for Michigan properties as well as part of that order, or does your order cover everything?
You provided the order, so I'm going off.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so I'm going off the order you provided to me, and I've signed that order already.
That's what I needed. Thank you. All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Cardello Smith, and we'll make sure the writ's done, and we'll see you back in September. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless.
And that is exactly what happened. Combs apparently never responded, including to appearing at a virtual court hearing, and the court entered a $100 million default judgment against him. So now he has to pay $10 million a month starting in October. Well, as soon as this became public, you know what happened? Sean Combs responded. So that's what we're going to get into right now. What just happened? Sean Combs' legal team made two filings fighting back, and we want to talk about them. The first is Combs' motion to set aside the default judgment. And the reason he says is because he claims he was never served with the summons or complaint, despite what Cardella Smith says. He claims the first time he ever even learned about this lawsuit was when the media reported about this default judgment and ruled he would owe $100 million. I guess he didn't watch our sidebar on this when we first caught wind of this lawsuit. But anyway, he explains that had he been notified in a timely manner, he would have defended himself. Combs explains that under Michigan law, in order to be served with court papers through certified mail, he has to acknowledge receipt, and a copy of the return receipt has to be signed by him. According to Combs, that didn't happen. He even said that the listed address wasn't his primary current address. And he also says that the dates that Cardella Smith puts forward, they're all mixed up, which shows that Combs wasn't properly served. So Combs explains that a proof of service that was filed by Cardella Smith claims that he mailed one copy of this pleading on May 31st, 2024. This was 10 days before Cardella Smith filed the complaint. But Combs says that right there shows Cardella Smith didn't properly serve him, because he was supposed to be served both with a complaint and a court-issued summons. But remember when I said that the dates were mixed up? Combs says that in Cardella Smith's return of service filing, he says the service was made in July 6, 2021. That was 3 years before filing the complaint. So the dates are all mixed up. But Combs also explains that even if he had been properly served, the default judgment should nonetheless be set aside because he can show good cause for the delay, and he has strong defenses to these claims. He says once he found out about the default judgment from the media, he immediately responded. He immediately retained Michigan counsel. He moved to set aside the default judgment 3 days later, and this is where he gets into it. So what are those defenses, right? Well, Combs calls this lawsuit frivolous. He says that the allegations are unbelievable. He actually calls them, quote, made up. And interestingly, in an affidavit from Sean Combs that's attached in his filings, it says, quote, I do not know the plaintiff Derek Lee Cardella Smith. I never assaulted the plaintiff. I never paid Detroit police officers or Monroe police officers to keep any assault hidden. I never visited the plaintiff in prison. He claims that Cardella Smith can't keep his story straight because in his complaint, he claims he was sexually assaulted by Combs after meeting with...
Okay, y'all, we're going to pause that for a second. Okay, now, in order for this man to show proof that they came to visit him, they have to go back into the visiting paperwork. In order for them to come visit him, he have to send them a visiting form. Well, I know in the state of California, you have to send your visitor a visiting form, and they have to get cleared to come in to visit you. I don't know how other states work, but I know in the state of California, CDCR system, you have to mail out visiting form to your visitors. And then your visitors have to fill them out and send them back. And they have to get cleared and make sure they don't have no warrants, they ain't wanted, they ain't on probation, parole, things of that nature. You catch my drift? So if he have them documents, or in the prison he was at when they came to visit him, if they have them documents still, they have all, they keep all documents. They keep all documents for anybody that's been through their system. You could go 10 years from now, they're gonna have all your documents from when you was in there the last time. So if they could pull that up, then yeah. But from the sounds and the looks of it, Diddy done fucked up. He didn't wait too long. Because this is already the September 17th. And you have to start paying in October. That's next month, bucko. And then now you in jail. Now you in jail, son. Now they got your ass, son, in jail. So now your legal team, now they gotta focus on trying to get your motherfucking stupid ass out of jail. And I guarantee you, they convinced your stupid ass to go to New York about this case. Allegedly. I guarantee you they talked you into going to New York. And they was talking to the federal district attorney, letting them know that you came closer, so you can deal with your legal situations, all your legal problems, all the shit that you got yourself into. And then that would, and we gonna get on this part. People do things, and not just to people. People do things in life, and once they get away with it one time, or they think they get away with it 2 times. And if they get away with it 2 times, they gonna keep on going. And that's us as people. I'm talking to us as people, as human beings. You feel me? If we get away with something one time, we gonna keep going until we get caught up. You feel me? Diddy was doing all these harmful things, all these devilish things to people all these years, all these years. Listen to Jaguar Wright and all these people making the band and all the people. Listen to all them people. Chris Cross and all like listen to all them people's story about Diddy. The things and the harmful things, the verbal abuse and all the things he did and then took from these people, destroyed these people's livelihoods and all this stuff, where they're ashamed. And a lot of people probably was ashamed to come out and let the public and the world know. I ain't gonna even say they was ashamed. I'm gonna say they was scared. They was scared that the power that this man had that something would happen to them, threaten them and all this stuff and all the things he done got away with, nothing happened to him, you feel me? Because of all the power that he had, you feel me? In the industry, you feel me? With the judges and all well, obviously with all this shit going on, obviously you ain't got too much more power. I guess you know how you feel me? They when you what's the video Mario Brothers? When you get the mushroom, you I guess that mushroom that wore off, but now you you feel me? But I ain't trying to shame you, brother. I ain't trying to shame you at all, brother. But you got to think about, and Diddy, I'm talking to you, African. you have to think about what them judges and prosecutors, what they thinking. You feel me? What's going through their head. You feel me? That's what you you got to think about that first off. You feel me? You got to think about that first off, cause there's one thing about it. Them people probably thinking like that could have been one of their family members you did that to. You feel me? They probably thinking about, damn, he could have did that to one of my family members, or that could have been me. Or you feel me? You got to think about that type of stuff, because them people, they is all type of stuff going through their head. You feel me? They probably thinking like, okay, this man got all this, man. That's another thing. You got too much money to be doing, to be even having all these allegations against you. Anyway, you feel me? And the thing about you've been doing all of this stuff, you didn't think this day was gonna come. You feel me? You did not think this day was gonna come at all. You feel me? You didn't think. Because if you would have been thinking about it, you wouldn't have did it. And then now your legal team, they gotta figure out how to get your ass out of jail. Cause they still gotta help you with all these other legal problems you left out here on the streets. The people, they probably like, hey, they got him. They got him. You feel me? I know you up in there because you ain't never been up here. You ain't never been up in jail. They probably got your ass up in there with no bail. You feel me? You got wolves and sharks and shit up in there. You feel me? Why you thought you was a shark in it? You feel me? Out here doing all that shit, man. They got some bad motherfuckers up in there. They got some and they ain't how you wasn't asking for it. They ain't gonna ask for it either. Them motherfuckers, they gonna get you. They gonna get you together. So you should have been. You should have been thinking about all that shit when you was doing all the shit that you was doing to the folks on some real shit. Can't nobody like, and you gotta think about your kids, how your kids thinking. You feel me? You gotta think about your kids, what your kids thinking about you right now. You feel me? You gotta think about that. You really gotta think about that. Because you is a reputation of them. You represent them. You feel me? You represent them. So you can't. I'm just gonna say this. You just being selfish. You just worry about your happiness, your pleasure. You feel me? Now you got children without a mother and a father because of the things you want to do, and then you putting them involved. You feel me? You putting them involved in your mess. Now you sit in jail. Man, I don't know if you got a bill. We finna figure it out though. We finna find out. We're finna find out in about 2.2 seconds. Finna listen to these. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Boy, P. Diddy, boy, your bugs got fucked up. Wow.
Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested. The 54-year-old was arrested in the lobby of a hotel on Monday.
54 years old.
NBC News.
All
It is
time
not
feeling.
currently
Follow
known
your
what the
ass.
charges are, though he has been under a federal investigation. The rapper's attorney
And surveillance
NBC
too.
News saying they are, quote, disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. The statement continues saying, quote, Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children and working to uplift the Black community. He is an imperfect person, not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. The update comes after Combs was previously accused of sexual assault in a lawsuit back in May. Here's everything you need to know about the lawsuit, as previously reported on Access at the time.
Sean Diddy Combs is facing new serious allegations. The rapper has been accused of allegedly sexually assaulting and drugging former model Crystal McKinney in 2003. In documents filed on Tuesday and obtained by Access Hollywood, Crystal alleges that the two met at a restaurant in New York City and that Diddy, quote, made a very public display of coming on to her in a, quote, sexually suggestive manner which continued throughout the dinner. The documents continue to claim that the rapper told the model, who was 22 at the time, that he was going to help her advance her career, and later invited her to a studio where he was with several other men. There, Crystal alleges that she was offered a joint that she claims was laced and felt very powerful. Despite allegedly insisting she'd had enough after that, Crystal claims Diddy, quote, pressured her to imbibe more alcohol and marijuana by telling her that she was acting too uptight. The former model then accuses the rapper of allegedly forcing her to perform oral sex on him after kissing her without her consent in a bathroom. She further claims that she lost consciousness and afterwards awoke in shock to find herself in a taxicab. Following the alleged assault, Crystal claims that her opportunities began to dwindle and then evaporated entirely, and that upon information and belief, the rapper allegedly had her blackballed in the industry and utilized his significant influence to impede her career growth. She also details the emotional and mental toll the alleged experience had on her, including anxiety, depression, an attempted suicide in or about 2004 that led to hospitalization, and an alcohol and drug addiction in the ensuing years as she attempted to cope with the emotional trauma. The former model says in her lawsuit that seeing the news coverage from Diddy's ex, Cassie Ventura, and others who have also previously filed lawsuits against the rapper, she, quote, knew she had a moral obligation to speak up. The documents also claim that Crystal, quote,
shout out Jack Says Hollywood, and they just posted this 6 hours ago.
Attorneys for Crystal,
so he got some new shit every day. Every day he got some new shit. Every day.
For Sean Diddy Combs,
every motherfucking day he got some shit.
Not immediately hear back. Over the weekend, Diddy posted an apology video on social media for his, quote, inexcusable behavior from a now viral surveillance video where he appeared to physically assault then-girlfriend Ventura at a hotel in 2016.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Hold on, Jack.
I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, going to rehab. I had to ask God for His mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
see, y'all see chat what I'm talking about? That nigga got shit every motherfucking day, boy. That's a motherfucking shame. That's a motherfucking shame. That's a motherfucking shame. But y'all, you feel me, chat, man? We gonna end this chat, man. We gonna end this live, man. You feel me? And y'all know my slogan, man. Y'all have a good time, man. God bless y'all, man. Take care of your peoples, man. You feel me? And y'all let me know your thoughts, man, up in the channel, man. You feel me? Up in the comments, man. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Subscribe, man. You feel me? And share the channel, you feel me? I'm trying to build this channel, man, from the ground up, man. You feel me? Like I say, man. You know my slogan, man. You feel me? Like they say, man, it take a village, man, to raise a family, man. And it take a village, man, to raise this channel, man, you feel me? So I need y'all to help me to help us. You feel me? Because we all we got. You feel me? We all we got. So let's do it, man. You feel me? Do it for me. You feel me? It's free. You feel me? And if you like, you feel me, to donate to the channel, you feel me? Cash app in the chat, man. You feel me? I'm out.